Hi, my name's Valerie, and if you're new here, I don't know what to say I am. I am living one day at a time. I am living in today, and for the past 10 years or so, I have gotten away from the tools of what really got me to being the person that I am. And I want to share with that. I want to get back into that. And so I'm starting to read Alcoholics Anonymous book again. And it's not the Alcoholics Anonymous of today. It is the original Alcoholics Anonymous. And so this is the manuscript of what Bill and Dr. Bob put together. Really, it was Bill. And they put this together, and then they took it to the group of like almost 100 that they had and said, okay, this is what we want to do. And then they changed it and reverbed it, and then that became the book. So it really wasn't what Bob and Dr. Bill wanted to put out exactly. They had to make some changes, and some changes they really didn't want to make. And if you know what I'm about to read, the first paragraph of how it works, if you know this paragraph from Alcoholics Anonymous or NA or any of the A's, the Anonymouses, you're going to notice the difference. And this is what I want to use with people that I am going to take through the steps, and I am going to offer this to you. So this is what I'm going to do. How it works. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our directions. That's one word that's been changed, and that is a big sentence right now. Right now, this is big, 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 big. Are you going to follow our directions? And see, kind of like how they wrote that and they changed it. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. I like that. I like that a lot. I like the path instead of directions. See, some of these changes they made is good. You can follow my way, follow what I'm doing, instead of, hey, you got to do it this way. And that is what Bob and Dr. Bill wanted, was you got to do it this way. There's no other way. And that's what they really stuck to. And that's why there is other ways. But when it comes to law of attraction, you've got to put your focus on something. You can't be wishy-washy. You can't say, oh, no, there's another way, Bob. No, Bob, there's another way. And so Bob tells you to go do another way, okay? That's all this means, is that when you're going to focus on something, focus on this. Do this, okay? If you want to feel better, and again, I'm not about alcohol completely. This is going to be your life, man. Your life is unmanageable. Okay, and we'll get into this if you follow me and you become that we talk about this. So this is where I probably should cut and edit because I lose my train of thought. Should stop it maybe and reset, but I'm raw, and this is what happens. And so just like that, I'm gonna get back on. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path, our directions. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. You want to be wishy-washy, okay? You want to be wishy-washy, and you want to put in your opinion, and that you can put in your opinion, but this is the kind of the way it is until you get it down. And just hear me out. That's basically what it is. It's just what I tell you normally. If you follow me, I'll tell you to put your beliefs at the door. And maybe I should start this when I do these videos, is to let you know, to open up your willingness to that what I am saying is what you're focused on right now. It's like a program that you're watching on TV. You don't put, or maybe you do. There's another show that is a show of people watching a show, and they're putting their opinion into the show. I want you to put your opinion aside and just kind of listen. So follow the simple program. This program is so simple, so simple. And I am not going to say I'm not going to be putting it is Alcoholics Anonymous, but I want you to use it in your own way. So I'm kind of contradicting myself, but if you can get the point that you've got to do this, you've got to do this for you. You've got to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to better myself by doing these steps. I'm going to do these steps, and then after the steps, I don't have to do them every day if I don't want to do them. I don't want to live in Alcoholics Anonymous every day, then you don't have to. And I really like to say it's not Alcoholics Anonymous, because the alcohol, saying that, people are like, hey, no, I'm still going to drink. You still can drink. This is part of your life. This is to put this program, I am sharing how it helped me. And I'm really wanting it to help you and give you the seed that you need to get going. So, next sentence. Oh, I didn't even finish that sentence. Those who do not recover are people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. Are you going to be honest with you? Because you're only lying to you. That's all. You got to be honest with yourself. And if you can't be honest with yourself, this program's not going to work. But right now, you don't have to be honest with yourself. Does that make sense? Right now, let's get in a little bit and see if you can work on getting honest. Because right now, you're where you're at. But with a little help, with a little guidance from this, you may change. You may have that awakening. There are such unfortunates. They are not at fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a way of life which demands rigorous honesty. Rigorous. This is rigorous honesty. This isn't going to be easy. It is a simple program that is very difficult to do. But it's very simple. And all you have to do is take a deep breath and allow yourself to do this. Just a little bit. If you're willing, if you're feeling drawn to do this. Their demands rigorous honesty. Their chances are less than average. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders. My first time in a meeting and listening to how it works, I grabbed onto that. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders. I came into Alcoholics Anonymous before my diagnosis of borderline personality disorder, but I already had a diagnosis of bipolar. I already had the family history of mental illness. I already have the traumas. I already had the alcoholism and the drug addiction. So that really hit me. But many of them do recover. What? I can recover? I can recover? It says right there, many of them do recover. Many of them do recover. If. It's just as bad as a but. If they have the capacity to be honest. Woo! I know what lying is, so I know what it is to be honest. But I had to ask myself, do I have the capacity? Do I have the capacity to be honest? And that's what I had to find out. And here I am many years later after I've lived this a lot in my life. I know what honesty is. And we can work on that. I am willing to work on that with you. One-on-one, message me. And I'm saying there's no charge. So, and if I'm putting this out there, I'm going to end up being like, oh my God, there's so many out here. You know, I'm not going to be able to handle it all. But I'm going to. I'm not trying to go, what's that word, viral? I'm not trying to go that. I'm trying to get you. Yes, you. The one that's still watching at 10:10. Okay? The one that's intrigued about this. You're the one I'm talking to. Message me. Why not? Why not? What's it gonna hurt? Where are, I mean, we're not, I will gladly give you all your suffering back if you want it. I promise you, you can have it. I'm not gonna keep it. But we together can get rid of it. And it's just you saying you can't because you've been where you've been for so long. You're all right. Reach out to me. Let's chat. Much love.